Before they were silenced, before the world knew the full scale of Nazi horror, before history could be rewritten by the people who caused it, a secret group of Jewish writers, teachers, historians, and community members inside the Warsaw Ghetto began documenting everything. They called it Oneg Shiva. Led by historian Emanuel Ringelblum, they gathered testimonies, essays, diaries, photographs, and scraps of daily life, burying thousands of documents in milk cans and metal boxes beneath the rubble, hoping someone, someday, would find them. Not so the world would remember how they died, but so the world would know how they lived.
They liked the idea of the fact that these people, 60 people, were meeting in private to create a time capsule, because it was important to them that future generations understood what was going on during the Holocaust from the victim's point of view, not the perpetrators.
At the All-Per JCC, high school students from across Miami-Dade are performing Remnants through Holocaust Impact Theater, a production that doesn't just revisit the Warsaw Ghetto, it places it side by side with right now.
I knew I wanted to do a split stage because an important part of learning about history is also learning that history is not just something that happened in the past, it's something we're still learning from in the current time. And just showing the side-by-side comparison of the people in the Oneg Shabbat and a current student government and talking about the issues that we face in the present.
I think theater hits, so many hearts and feelings and emotions with people. I think, it's a common denominator. Who doesn't love theater in some format? So to be able to use this as my art to help the kids better understand, not just the students, but the audiences as well.
Theater is such an important part of history because it can tell a story in a way that an article can't. Because you really feel the emotion of the people on stage and you really are there in that story, experiencing it with them.
For these students, this isn't just performance, it's responsibility. Because the people they portray were real. And for many of them, that responsibility is deeply personal, even if the history is not.
Portraying a Jewish man in which I'm not Jewish, it allows me to see what they were living through firsthand and not just reading about it or hearing about it.
Unworthy of life.
What about the other articles? There are mentions of locations of the accounts of the killings.
It's so important to learn of the stories, keep the stories alive, especially since the survivors are aging out and we don't have as many alive anymore. To be able to do plays, to be able to learn, to be able to go to the concentration camps and keep the information and the history alive is so incredibly important, because if we don't, then it's really just going to be forgotten.
The stage itself becomes a visual argument. Past and present, then and now. What was buried and what still lingers in plain sight.
I felt very responsible to tell the story meaningfully and truthfully, and I didn't want to make anything look less severe than it actually was. So it required a lot of research to actually put it on stage and tell a truthful story. I hope that by talking about a real group of people that experienced the Holocaust in the Warsaw Ghetto, people learn to take the story of the Holocaust as individual stories and not just an overall event that occurred in history.
That is our number one objective, to save and retell the stories, so the voices of survivors, that their stories are told.
The people of the Oneg Shabbat buried their truth, hoping the future would find it. In this theater, under these lights, through the voices of students who refuse to let it disappear, it has.
We opened it as if archaeologists to our own extinction. The third cache remains unfound to this very day, believed to be hidden underneath the Chinese embassy in Poland.